Hi guys, my name is Frank Kirby. I'm the Director of Support and Recovery Groups here at Community Bible Church, and I just wanted to welcome each of you to Facilitator training for Mancation. Really excited about Mancation this year with the addition of doing small groups after each of our sessions up at Mancation. And so we are so thankful that you're participating and you're engaged in being a part of what I think is going to be an incredible experience, just an experience for the guys at Mancation to really open up, grow, and learn. For most of us, we know the importance of having small groups and what small groups have done for us. And we're hoping to have the same experience for the guys who come to Mancation, especially those guys who've never been in a small group before. So, the reason that we're having these small groups is multifold. We really want to encourage guys to get in groups after they leave Mancation. We want to make sure that the guys have a place to open up and share about issues that they might be struggling with so they can get some support and some help. But most importantly, we want to make disciples. We want to make sure that we provide a safe place for guys to grow in their faith with the Lord. So really important that we understand the role of groups. Like I mentioned in our training on Monday night, we really want to make sure to make the group, especially our first group, one that's engaging and welcoming. Make sure that the guys know that it's a safe place to share and to grow. And so we're really hoping that the questions that we'll have here soon will engage and guide the guys accordingly. So what are some things that we need to do to have a good group? So I'm going to be going off of this outline here. And this should be attached to the email that you received the link for this video. And so how do we have a good group? Well, the first thing we want to make sure that we're doing is that we're having the guys fill out the covenant. And so the covenant is important because, and this is what the covenant looks like. The covenant's important because it ensures the safety of the group, that what's said in group stays in group, that we're going to actively engage in the discussion, stay on topic, make sure that we're not participating for longer than 3 minutes, we're not fixing others, we're not using offensive language, we're not disrupting the group with side conversations, and we're going to focus on our own thoughts and feelings. So when we share that at the beginning of each group, we have the guys sign off on that. It lets them know that this is a safe place to share. The other way to have a great group is to be authentic. Just have authenticity. And you might not know any of the guys in the group, but for yourself, the level of authenticity that you start the group with is going to mirror what the guys in the group share as well. So if you're not very authentic, or if you kind of just share superficially, then the guys are likely to just kind of share superficially. And we're really hoping for the guys to be able to connect on a more engaging, deeper level. So, and then finally, another pointer to really ensure that you have a good group is to make sure that you're getting help for guys if it's needed. So if there's a guy who mentions something, substance abuse, mental health issues where they're really struggling, they're anxious, worried, nervous, depressed, sad, or you're just not sure what to do for this person, but you know that you're concerned and that they need help, make sure that you get them to the prayer and care area up at Mancation. We'll have that area manned after every one of the small groups so that we've got people available to help and to guide, encourage, maybe point them to some resources. Okay, so like we said, we really want to make sure that if you're looking through this handout, some other things to remember: active listening is really important, giving eye contact, we're nodding, we might be asking follow-up questions for them. We really want to make sure that we're setting those ground rules and adhering to those ground rules. So the ground rules being the group covenant, we want to make sure that we're adhering to that. So if somebody violates the group covenant, that we're able to give feedback and just say, oh, hey, we're, like we talked about, there's no offensive language in our group today, or it looks like you're wanting to tell that other person in the group what to do, and that's considered fixing. So I understand you want to help, but let's just give this person an opportunity to talk, for instance. Okay, so really making sure that we're making this a safe place for the guys is really, really important. And then one of the other things that we want to make sure and that we do is that at the end of, because we're going to have 3 sessions. We're going to have Friday night, we're going to have Saturday morning, and Saturday night. Those are the only 3 times that we're going to have small groups. But on Saturday night, the last night, our hope is that the guys will fill out this next steps sheet for us, okay? This is their next step. So what is God calling them to next? Is it a group? Is it getting into Mancation or Man Church on Mondays or Thursday nights? Is it getting into counseling or a care and support related group? What is their next step? And so helping them to fill that out, collecting that at the end, and then turning that in so that we can follow up with the guys, whoever that team will be, to follow up with the guys to help them to get connected into those next resources. So a couple other ideas or things for us to consider. We really want to make sure that as facilitators, I had somebody from the training on Monday night, Marvel. Thank you very much, Marvel, for pointing out, just a reminder that facilitators should really be speaking no more than 20% of the time. We're there to facilitate conversation, not lead conversation. Leading kind of implies that we're doing more instructing and training, whereas facilitating is really more about encouraging, guiding, allowing a safe place for people to share and to process. So, and then finally, groups should last about 30 minutes. And so, you have to use your discernment as to how much the group is processing, not processing. If you need to go longer than 30 minutes, that's fine. But we're expecting it to go at about 30 minutes. And we're hoping for groups to be around 10 to 15 people per group in size. So I hope this video has been helpful. We're going to try to do a Friday meeting right as everybody gets to Mancation, hopefully around 5 o'clock there at Camp Eagle. And so hopefully there'll be more details to come. But right now it's looking like Friday around 5 o'clock. We're going to get together, see if there's any last questions, hand out any more of these sheets if anybody needs those, and just review for anybody who needs some last minute instruction. As well as hopefully we'll have all the questions for our support groups or our small groups there at that time. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or to Chris Cagle. We'd be more than happy to help. Again, we are just so thankful that you're going to be a part of this process, part of this journey for the guys up at Mancation this year. We're so excited about what God is going to do here. Thanks so much, guys. Have a blessed week.